Hello and welcome to today's United Kingdom talk. I start off with good news today. My niece, Tracy, 22, has been proposed to by her boyfriend on one knee. Yes, apparently last week, I know this show is a week old before you see it, I know. Last week, my future brother-in-law, no, it's not, what is he? Future nephew. Would it be a future nephew? Well, what is my niece's husband? No, hang on. What is my niece's future husband to me? Anyone know that? Oh, I don't even know what that is. There's an email address to the show if you want to join in. It's chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Out in the garden again today, by the way. Beautiful out here. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Yeah, what is my niece's future husband to me? So my niece's fiancé. Apparently, the other night he got down on one knee. As he got down on one knee, he said to her, "Oh, hang on a minute, I haven't asked your dad yet. Where's the phone?" And he picked up the mobile phone and rung her dad. And he has proposed to her and she has said yes. Oh, happiness, happiness. And who knows, I wonder what wonderful dress that she'll be wearing. Beautiful white dress, great big wide thing it will be, and she'll be walking down the aisle. I hope in a Catholic church. I do hope it'll be a Catholic church, dear. Oh, I don't know where they're getting married. Good luck to them. Very pleased. And those two are made for each other, I tell you that now. When you go round their house, it's pandemonium, because she lives with him already. But it's a wonderful, wonderful couple. They just are right together. You know how it is, where sometimes you see some people together and you think, oh, you are not right together. But these two are absolutely right for each other. Good luck to them. Looking forward to... That's 2 weddings coming up. First of all, there's my nephew and his girlfriend. That's happening next year in April. And now it's this one as well. That no date has yet been set. I wonder when they're going to get married. Maybe they could save money and all get married at the same time. What do you reckon, eh? Anyway, that's it. So that's my good news today. What else have we got? Oh, the bird. You know the bird box? The bird box that is on the front of my wall? There seems to be more and more activity going on there. The little bird, the little blue tits, I think they are. The little blue tit keeps coming out. It sits on the washing line, which is above me here, and then watches me, and then it jumps over to a tree and watches there, and then it goes back to its bird box, goes in a little hole, and then puts its head out to see what's going on. It's very funny. Fascinating to watch. So there is more activity going on in the bird box. I have not yet heard any tweeting going on. You know, from little chicks, because I need to listen out for that, because I'm worried about the cat, because at that point the cat will have to be locked in the house for a while. I'm sorry, she will, because she will eat the poor little chicks, because they can't fly at first, can they? They tend to jump out of trees and things and then bang, straight on the ground. This happened last year. Do you remember we had it last year? If you've been with us a year, you'll remember that last year they had actually nested in a little bush that I had over there. Well, the bush has been cut down. So to make up for that, I put up 2 bird boxes. Only one, which is in nesting use at the moment. And, oh, there it goes again. There it is again. Oh, it's gone in the box. I love it. I love it. Okay, straight on to emails then. Robert in Iceland sent us a couple. We're way falling down with the emails at the moment, but never mind. Carry on sending them. Robert in Iceland, dear friends and Chris and friends of United Kingdom Talk. Well, the old town has been rather busy of late with our airport, the only international airport for the whole of Iceland. So, of course, I had to go down and take a look at the airlines trying to find a place to park. And it reminded me of a car park outside a mall with a sail on. And one can imagine the language of the crews trying to get the best spot. No, surely not the British Airways staff. They wouldn't speak like that, dear. I mean, you can imagine it, dear. On those no-frill airlines, EasyJet and Ryanair, and you can just imagine the language coming out of their mouths. But surely not British Airways, dear, or Virgin Atlantic. Not the proper carriers. They wouldn't use such language, Robert. I'm sure you're trying to give me a little lie there, aren't you? Hey, lovey? You're giving me a little lie there, I think. He says, I'm pretty sure our airport only has the one baggage truck, and I feel safe in saying that it now has more miles or kilometres on it than a used Ford Escort. Do you know, I have sometimes been compared to a used Ford Escort. I don't know what they mean by that, but I have occasionally been compared to a used Ford Escort. It's true. Even the Ford itself had an Otter, the animal, and not the airplane, and not the animal, with floats on. Oh, is that an airplane, the Otter? I didn't know that. I thought it was one of those things that living in the sea, isn't it? We like otters. We do like otters. A noise, and my eyes were then drawn to the runway and the sound of an executive jet, a Learjet, taking off. You thought it was me, didn't you? On my executive jet, yes. For a country said to be broke, there sure are a lot of people with expensive toys to play with. And this is the life on the roof of the world, and the summer ahead looks more to be of the same, with earthquakes beneath the volcano starting to become more intense and thoughts turn towards the volcano opening up a new vent. A world where logic and common sense have a restricted role. It is interesting that some months ago pagans gathered to invoke the Icelandic spirits, and look what happened. UK and Dutch governments fell, well it did, and now the volcano. Draw your own conclusions. Yes, it's all going on, dear. People take the mickey out of, shall we say, unusual things. You're saying here, Icelandic spirits. People take the mickey out of ghosts and things like that. It's not the thing to do. Black magic. People, pagans, praying at, what's that place? Stonehenge. People take the mickey. But I believe there's a purpose in all of it, you see. I do. Don't take the mickey. You're asking for trouble. Asking for trouble. Accept what's going on and believe. Robert says, but it is me. Am I the only one that thinks Cameron and Clegg look like naughty schoolboys who have just found out that their parents are going away for the weekend and they get to look after the house? No, it's not just you, believe me that. I personally hope that before long we Liberals will see the folly of our choices. Thank you, Robert. Cameron and Clegg, I like what's going on there. I have to say, I do like what's going on. The pair of them are hilarious, but they're funny without even realising it. That's the funny thing about it. And on the Question Time, who was that Labour woman? Harriet Harman. I quite like her. She was laying into them, but they were just sitting there laughing at her. I love it. We've never seen anything like this in British politics before, and we are liking it. It all seems to be sort of quite light-hearted, really. You know. We do like it. Thank you very much, Robert. I was going to bring something up then and I can't remember what it was. Oh, it's gone right out of my head now. How annoying is that? Never mind. Oh, the Eurovision Song Contest. That was going to say, Robert. Now, obviously, by the time you see this show, it's all done and dusted with. But I was very concerned that Iceland would win the Eurovision Song Contest. I don't know if you have or have not at this point, because the show has been recorded just before the Eurovision, as will be the next one. But I have a feeling if Iceland has won the Eurovision Song Contest and you have to host it next year, that will just about finish you lot off, won't it? Eh? Yeah. That will completely finish you. That will bankrupt the country if you have to host that, surely. Terrible. Nice song. Nice song, the Iceland one. I also liked Albania and Portugal. As this show goes to record, all I've seen so far is the first semi-final, which I did quite enjoy. Some very, very strange songs this year. The Russian song, I mean, it almost seemed religious to me. Did it you? I think it was a religious song, the Russian. And then he held this picture of a woman, and it did look like the Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of God. It did. A sort of cheap pencil picture of her, but it definitely looked like the Virgin Mary. Hello to Jennifer. Oh, no, incorrect. This is Dallas. Hello, Dallas. I am not Jennifer, but Dallas, her daughter. Thank you, Dallas. This is my second time writing to you, but I have absolutely no idea if you got the first one. I went to send it on my computer, but it wouldn't send. But since I think way outside the box, or as my friends like to say, that I think outside the triangle. Yes, I think triangles are better than squares. Definitely, Dallas. Triangles are better than squares, dear. But anyway, I did in fact find a way to send it, but I guess that it backfired on me and it didn't send. Well, it doesn't matter. I guess now, does it? So anyway, I would ask my mum at the moment if you got my email, but she is sleeping. And I'm sick at the moment. Oh, what's wrong, Dallas, darling? To get up and walk over to wake her up. Plus, even if I did wake her up to ask her, she would still be basically sleeping. So if you ask her a question, she will go completely off topic and say something crazy. You worry about her. Oh, dear me. Well, don't wake her up then, Dallas. Let Mummykins sleep, dear. Mummykins must sleep. Like this one time, my sister Dakota had asked her a very simple question when she responded with the word popcorn stickers, how I have no clue at all. But she was sleeping, but I don't know. Oh gosh, typing this feels like such hassle at the moment, because like I said, I am sick and really sucks, because I'm constantly jumping and running around like a madman and talking a mile a minute, and sometimes way too fast to the point where my best friend can't even keep up with me. And I lose her at the first sentence that I speak. But because I'm sick, I just feel like blah, 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 and I can't think straight and run into walls a lot and losing my balance. Oh, my word, dear. Do be careful not to topple over, dear. We can't have Dallas falling around all over the place. Today, May the 14th, when I was, which is when she sent this letter, when I was in my 4th period class, which is peer counselling. I don't know what that is, peer counselling. I was in my teacher's closet looking for paintbrushes and I totally lost control of myself and ran into the wall and freaked everyone out. Good God. Thankfully, it didn't hurt at all. Well, thank God for that, my love. Do be careful you don't damage walls. It's a criminal offence, dear. Damaging school property. And it also sucks because I can't think straight in my maths class, which is really bad because it's pre-algebra and the teacher is stricter than strict. I honestly don't think that she even likes the job, maths, schools or children. The other day, she told us we were having a pop quiz the day before we had one, which isn't really a pop quiz, but still, when she handed them back, in which I felt happy on getting a 9 out of 10, something really not even teaching us right, but she wasn't at all and told us, shame on you all for getting even one question wrong. Oh, some of them, listen, Dallas, some of those teachers, they are never happy. It doesn't matter what you do. They're convinced you're not doing your best. But Dallas, I know. Oh, hello, the cat's here. Katie! I know, Dallas, you are doing your best. Can I just get my cat? Thank you. Hello, Katie. Up you come, darling. There. Katie the cat is here in the garden. The sun's in and out a little bit today. In and out, innit, Katie? You sit there, my darling, and get yourself relaxed on Daddy's little lap. There we are. Where are we now? There is absolutely, she says, shame on you all for getting one question wrong. There's absolutely no reason or excuse for that to happen. Just absolutely a shame. She's never going to be happy, is she? So you kind of think to yourself, what is the point? You do, don't you? I know exactly what you feel. She says, and those are her exact words. She really just being paid to torture kids all day. I think that's why most of the teachers do it. They enjoy torturing children. That's what it's all about being a teacher. They have no interest in teaching you a thing. You are just there to be tortured by teachers. I had a few of those as well. And it's always the ones that you think are the least likely to torture you, isn't it? Like religious people. Like, you know, the RE teacher. Or how, has anyone ever been taught by nuns? Some of those are evil, dear. Evil nuns. Strict. Hitting you across the hand with a ruler and all this business. Won't be happening to you, Katie, my little darling, will it, eh? Gorgeous cat on my lap. Dear, dear. We used to have a maths teacher, right? This is back in the 70s when I was at school. And he used to have, you know, the chalk. I don't think you have chalkboards now, do you? You have whiteboards. But we used to have blackboards that you would write on with chalk. and this came with a rubber, and they would rub it out. And our maths teacher used to literally throw the chalkboard rubber across the room if you were being misbehaving. And if you were hit by... I mean, that could take an eye out. I'm serious. It was so dangerous, that man. So dangerous. Hopefully, she's not watching this, because if she was, I'm dead. What, this show? Or give her the link, dear. Give her the link. She's probably not, though. Just think more ways to torture us. Just thinking of more ways to torture us. Also, some children in our class don't get the subject, so now we have triple the homework, possibly to the end of the school year. Thank God it's almost over. Oh, she is definitely torturing you. Isn't there some sort of government legislative on torturing children? I'm sure there is. Although I miss my friends, but that will be okay. Also, for the chickens, because she keeps chickens, you see, Dallas and her mum, Jennifer. Also, as for the chickens, we would never eat our chickens or any of our other couple dozen of pets. Well, I hope you get this, and I'm crashing. So, adios and bye. Thank you, Dallas. Great email, my darling. Keep in touch. I'm very, very sorry that these emails are taking a long time to come up at the moment, okay? Another one from... have we done one from Jennifer yet? Let me just check there. Just checking. No, we haven't done... okay, Jennifer. This is Dallas's mum, okay? Hello, Chris. Good day. Mine's just started with... at the cookie tree. Oh, what's the cookie tree? Is that a shop? Or is it a real tree? Surely you don't have trees that grow cookies, do you? Is that possible? Are there trees that grow cookies? If so, I want one here now. Growing chocolate cookies. Yes. My co-workers think I'm nuts. Every once in a while, I'll throw out a word with an English accent and they blame you. Good. Blame me. I'm here to be blamed. That's what I'm here for, dear. To be blamed. Anyway, just don't stop what you're doing. I love it. Just to answer your questions about my outdoor cats, Oreo and Chester. Oreo is, oh my gosh, she is 8 years old. Her wee leakage... her wee leakage was due to her being overweight and loss of her muscle control. And Chester, the other cat, I think is about 3 or 4 years old, so quite young. Chester is not mine, but belongs to my mother, and he is a jerk of a cat. When he was in the house, he would growl at you. He would growl at you as you walked by and hiss and growl when you picked him up. He was just a miserable old bit. But now that he's outside, he's friendlied up a little bit. When he peed on the laptop and wall, he wasn't trying to email you. Are you sure? He might be writing to me. I think your cat has seen how well my Katie is treated, who's now jumped off my lap. And he is jealous and wants to move in with me. So that's probably what he was doing. Preparing to write an email to me, dear. Yes. I didn't even know you existed at that time when it peed on the laptop, and I highly doubt that he did either. Well, how do you know that? Your cat has probably been listening and watching this show longer than you have been, my dear. Ruining my laptop is not the way to get the attention he may be craving. The only attention he should have received was a good chokehold. Dear me. I'm going to take your luggage idea into consideration and tape pictures of you all over my suitcase this weekend. I am travelling to Oklahoma to see my cousin and do our semi-annual cattle roundup. This should be fun, providing the weather is good. I'm also going to learn to shoot my brand new AR-10, which is a massive gun. Oh my God, have you got a gun, dear? We're not allowed to have those in the UK without a special licence. It's the type they use in the army. Anyway, back to my suitcases. I printed out 6 pictures of you from the show dated April the 29th, when you were wearing a grey t-shirt and a blue and white checkered shirt. I can just imagine what my husband is going to say when he sees my suitcase come down the luggage chute with some guy taped all over it. You've really done this, haven't you? Hey? I don't know if I'm going to be able to contain my laughter, I know. I'll plug your show with it as well and label Chris at United Kingdom Talk. Oh no, you've got that wrong, dear. You've got that wrong. It's Chris at UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. You've thought .com. Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk talk show. How do you like that? You will soon be seen by dozens of airline employees throwing my suitcase around. Boy, would I like to be a fly on the wall for a little while travelling around with my luggage. Gazap! Maybe I could put a voice recorder in my suitcase pocket and record everyone who handles it. I'll have to take a picture of it before it leaves my hand and a picture of it when it gets back into my hand. Yes, send the pictures. Do send the pictures, Jennifer. We like the idea of this. I'm quite liking this. Perhaps I could have my own luggage suitcase labels. Little sticker. There's an idea. Little stickers of my happy face with an advert for United Kingdom Talk for your luggage. Shall I see how much that costs? I shall make a note of that. Luggage stickers. We might get some of those done. Okay. And then you can email in for one if I get them done. Okay. Before I sign off, would you please say hello to Mr. David Serrano? He is one of the co-workers who think I have a lot of time on my hands and thinks I'm nuts listening to the show many times a day. Well, surely you only have to listen once. Why are you listening many times a day, dear? He likes to mock some of your wordings as he sits here in my office and tears apart my invoices because I have a weak shoulder and his are oh so broad to carry my load. Are they really? Does he go down the gym, does he? Thank you very much and have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is. Thank you very much from Jennifer. Yes, we'll have to look at stickers then. Luggage stickers. We're quite liking that idea. I'll just get some of those made up with the United Kingdom Talk logo. A little picture of me. Do you quite like the one of me in the blue and white checkered shirt? I quite like that one myself. Yes. Hello to Vicky. Hello, Vicky. Oh, just a minute now. It says private message. Oh. Let me see. Which bits of this is private? No, this is a private message, so we can't read it, Vicky. How silly of me not to notice it. It says private message at the top, and she's talking about whether she likes the half-hour shows and the hour shows. Thank you very much for that, Vicky. Always a pleasure. Keep those emails coming in. Email address chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right? Hello to Millie in Minnesota, who writes, Hi, Chris. I just finished watching the show dated the 25th of May. I have been wondering how Joy was doing, and I'm so pleased to hear that she's doing well. When you speak to her next, please tell her that Millie in Minnesota sends her love and a cuddle. Of course, dear. Yes, she's doing quite well, actually, Millie. By the way, if you didn't know already, Millie is doing her own podcast now. Okay? You can find that at milliesworld.com. milliesworld.com. She goes on to say, I, like you, am very concerned about Gwen, and I would like to do something to cheer her up a bit. If I record a message for her and send it to you, is there any way you could perhaps play it for her when you ring her again? Let me know. Or if you have any other ideas for things that you think would give her a smile, let me know that as well. We will be getting Joy and Gwen on the phone, I hope, soon, okay? Oh, before I forget, I spoke to my nan recently and she sends her love and wanted to tell you that she keeps the picture you sent of yourself right where she can see it all the time. She never forgets to ask after you, and that's lots of love from Millie. That's nice, isn't it? Fancy having a little picture of me somewhere. Oh, that's nice, that is. Thank you, Millie. Thank you very much, Millie, for that, darling. All right. Now, I thought I did have another email here from Roger, but I can't find it. Roberts. But I have a feeling I've left it upstairs, which is a bit of a bind, really. Never mind. Yes, it's not there anymore. Okay, never mind. All right, boys and girls, some more emails coming up in the next show. Okay, how are we doing on time? Oh, we've done quite well on time today, haven't we? What time am I supposed to finish? Let me have a look. About 3 minutes left, have we? Something like that. Oh, 103, 58, 59, 61. Oh, we've still got a few minutes left, well, that's good news. I've been watching this programme on the telly, Junior Apprentice. I can't remember, I might have spoken about this in a previous show, but do you know the show The Apprentice? Now, here in the UK, it's hosted by Sir Alan Sugar, who I think is a wonderful man. I mean, you would want Sir Alan Sugar to be your dad. Okay, wonderful man, and he's been doing this programme, The Apprentice, for a few years now. I know you have a similar programme in the USA called The Apprentice, and that one's with Donald Trump, isn't it? Okay, well, this year, the BBC have a similar programme called Junior Apprentice. And it's all these youngsters who are about 16, 17, 18. I think they're all around the age of 17. I think that's the average age. And it's run a bit like The Apprentice, and it's actually quite good. It is actually quite good. So if you haven't seen that yet, and they're halfway through the series, there's only 6 programmes, I gather, on this one. Halfway through it already. Do try and watch that. I also think if you're in the UK, it's available on the BBC iPlayer. And one of the prizes, you know, each time they get everyone into the office at the end of a task, okay, and someone from one of the teams, they split into 2 teams, some of them from one of the teams is sacked at the end of the show. Which, to be quite honest, for a youngster of 17, I think, to be honest, it's a bit harsh. It does come across to me as a little bit harsh, that programme. However, that's the way it is, and that's what happens. In the last one I saw, they had to make and sell cupcakes. Apparently, this is the latest fashion accessory, a personalised cupcake. Now, you know what cupcakes are, do you? They're like a little... outside, what do you call it? A cup, okay, a paper cup filled with some sort of sponge cake, and on top it's iced, and it can be personalised on top. So, for example, if I was sending, or you were sending one to me, say, to Chris, lots of love from who, and you had the iced on the top, and they were selling these for £2.30 each. I mean, £2.30 for one cake, dear. So that's what they had to do, and they set up in Selfridges, the 2 teams, and it was who sold the most of them who won the prize. And both teams, I thought it was pretty hard going. Neither team, I don't think, really sold that many cakes. However, one team made a profit of about 15 quid. And the other team made a loss of about about 150 quid. So obviously they lost, and someone got fired there. But the ones who was Reese, actually Reese was this boy's name, and he was so enthusiastic, he really was. And Alan Sugar, he was on the now. He was absolutely on the now. He says, "You're very enthusiastic. You've got fire in your belly. I like that. You push forward, but I think you're in this just a little bit too early." You know, a couple of years later, and he would have done a lot better. So good on him then. And Alan's very good when he fires them. He gives them a bit of a pep talk. One of the boys had to go home because he was ill. His name was Adam. Not quite sure what was wrong with him, but one of his eyes was like half closed, and he really looked very ill. So Alan actually sent him home. Actually, that's it. You know, sent him home because he was so ill. Hold your head up high and all that. But the prize for the team that won on this particular episode was afternoon tea with Richard Branson. Wouldn't you love that? Because he comes across as mad as a hatter. We like Richard Branson big time. What a wonderful man, and what I'd do to have him here. I'd love to have him here, sitting next to me, and we could record a show together. That would just be fantastic. Anyway, that's it from the show today. As always, thanks very, very much for joining us, boys and girls. The email address for the show is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Right, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. I also now do a live music and chat show every morning between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. UK time, 11 in the morning and 12 in the afternoon. For more information on that, go to my main website, chrisreardon.co.uk. chrisreardon.co.uk. See you on the next show. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye-bye now.